Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to all the participants. Welcome to the Opening Doors Days. I'm Yulia Gritsuk and I graduated from the Bridge program 2 years ago. And I'm pleased to give the floor to Olga Kapasuk, the coordinator of the program.
Welcome, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone. Welcome from the Immanuel Kant Baltic Federal University. You are now seeing in the screen the director of the Institute of Economics, Management and Tourism, Dr. Varvara Altunina, who is a leader and who integrated this program into the institute several years ago. And we are very happy to introduce this program to all the participants today. The agenda of our meeting is the following. First, I will tell the major part of the Bridge program and its specific features. Then I will give the floor to the people who are experts and who participate in the program as experts with their professional competencies, sharing them with the students. Then our partners, our dear partners from France and Taiwan will take the floor. Graduate Institute of International Business and Intercultural Management, Tsai University of Languages in Taiwan, and STIS International Management of Lille Catholic University in France. We will also give the floor to the enrollment committee of the Immanuel Kant Baltic Federal University to just explain how to apply and how to proceed through the process of becoming the student of the international program, master program. And then our graduates will share their experiences with us, their impressions. The graduates from France and from Russia will tell their own impressions of how it was, to be the students of the international bridge program. In the end, we'll be happy to answer your questions and to welcome you to the bridge program, a very unique program, which is welcoming everyone who is ready to study, to develop cross-cultural competence, and to become our partner, colleague, and friend. Let me introduce the main features of the program. As I said, it is the International Master Program, which is called Accelerated Leadership, and Bridge Program is incorporated into this Master Program with the three major partners: Institute of Economics, Management and Tourism, Immanuel Kant Baltic Federal University, STIS International Management of Lille Catholic University, France, and Graduate Institute of International Business Intercultural Management, Tsai University in Taiwan. We actually met together like 5 years ago, and we decided we go global. Why is it very important to go global these days when the world becomes flat and when I hope that after the pandemic times, we'll resume traveling to study together, to work together, to collaborate together. We go global in order to develop cross-cultural competencies, both with our students and professionals and professors as well. Because being cross-culturally competent allows many doors to the global competition, to the global market sphere. And one of the most important features of our Bridge program, International Master Program, is experiential learning. When students learn from their experience, one of the main programs that is aiming at helping students to develop this experiential learning and professional competencies is X-Culture. And you see here the certificates that our students get after they graduate from the X-Culture. X-Culture is an international platform where students work in distributed teams while doing their experiential learning. And they do it with more than 500 universities all over the world. They do their real business cases from different countries. And you see the feedback of the teachers is very rewarding, very professional, a great sense of humor, a great sense of knowledge, a great sense of experience. What is also very important in our Bridge program is that each of the students has his or her own advisor. And advising is a great part because advisor is both a master, an expert, a mentor, and he's there to each of the students to be there to build their personal strategy of education, to become his or her friend and partner and colleague. Whenever they go to France or Taiwan, they will always be there with you. Here in the picture, you see advisors of the International Master Program in Kaliningrad. The next feature, as I already mentioned, is that all our modules are very practical. What does it mean? It means that students can apply knowledge in order to apply them all into business right away. It is very important to work in teams. So teampreneurship is a major feature of the Bridge program. We also do the design thinking. And what is very important, we team up with professionals from all over the community, finances, shop assistants, professional owners of business. They come to our classroom and work together with our students in the so-called flipped classroom, which means that students study their literature, video courses by themselves independently. But what is very important, they come to class in order to share the knowledge, to ask questions, to discuss the issues that are very relevant to what they do now and here with the professionals. And we invite professionals from different spheres. Today, you will hear a few words from our experts, such as Evgeny Belyansky, who is teaching finances, and Julia Prokopenko, who teaches generating ideas and design thinking. Except the studies itself, we have a very rich cultural life with lots of festivals, competitions, singing, reciting poems, going to different kind of excursions, exploring the area, exploring the culture, defending dissertations in English has become a very important part of our Bridge program. We have students from all over the world, and whenever we do study with Taiwanese and French students, we also invite students from other countries to incorporate with us into our activities, in different activities. So we have students from Cameroon, Brazil, Uzbekistan, and former Soviet republics, as well as other countries, in order to share, to enrich each other with our experience and to become friends and colleagues. I can talk a lot about other parts of the program, but I will share this opportunity with my partners. And we decided to distribute the story with, for example, France, where Laura Nieta will talk about curriculum, more about curriculum and application, with Denise Yang from Taiwan, who will share more about culture and on-site projects, which is very important in the Bridge program. But if you have questions, I would be happy to answer it, to discuss it with you anytime you would write to my email address. The most important features that are illustrated here on the slides are learning sets, the research program, the research that students do in groups, big deals, which usually are carried out in the on-site projects. Team is very important. As I said, teampreneurship is one of the goals. Tracking, when advisors track the success and achievements of their students, as well as mistakes and failures, which is a part of the process. Learning contract, when students agree to do the following steps in order to reach the goal and to solve the tasks they set for themselves. Advising, as I said, and dialogue. Dialogue is very important because in dialogue, you learn how to reflect, and reflection is very important when you study, when you learn something new. So those are the major parts of the program. And as I said, more about anything you would like to know, you would like to hear, please write to me. And I know that you will have the recording, all the participants, so you will have my email address. and I would be happy to answer the questions. I will share my floor with Evgeny Belyansky, just to introduce himself as an expert from the Russian part of the bridge program. Evgeny, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Do you hear me? Is everything okay? That's great. So my greetings to all the participants of this event. Nice to speak with you. Nice to hear from you. I'm a person who introduced the sphere of finance to the students of this program. So my discipline is called corporate finance. As soon as our program is business oriented, so we try to prepare future businessmen, entrepreneurs. Of course, it's absolutely obvious that business is about finance. Business is about profit. We do business to receive a profit. So that's why I think that it is worth spending, not wasting, but spending your time studying finance. During my program, we speak about budgeting, how to arrange budgeting process in the company, how to understand the budgets, different types of budgets. We speak about balance sheet, how to understand it, how to read it, how to analyze it. We study the connections between different budgets and balance sheet. We speak about investments. What is the nature of investments? What kind of investments we need to know? What is the differences? How to work with investments? How to plan the investments and how to return the investments? We speak about several taxing and legal questions. Yes, they are mostly Russia oriented, but in any case, there are several international questions in the tax legislation. So we speak about it. Also, we speak about specific regional, local Kaliningrad questions dealing with investment and taxation management, because we have here two specific economic regimes here in our region, free economic zone, and special taxing region, so-called offshore zone. So we give the information about it. Also, we speak about different sources, how to finance your business ideas, where to receive funds, how to attract money from investors, from the banks. Yeah, we speak about bank management, how to work with banks, how to receive credits, and how to understand in general the mechanism of bank management. And in the very end, we speak about such questions like initial public offering, IPO, SPO, private placement. So how to receive huge amount of money from investors to establish your business ideas. Usually I try to find the time to answer specific questions of the students, and probably one or two lectures we discuss questions which are put by the students. So they inform me about the future topic, which are not in the structure of the course, but they are interested in these additional questions, and we try to answer these questions as well.
Thank you, Zhenya. Thank you, Evgeny. It's very
thank you.
Enriching. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The next floor is given to Julia Prokopenko, who is teaching generating ideas.
Thank you, Olga. And I'm really glad to see everyone. I really missed international work. I really missed speaking English. So I apologize if I won't be that clear. Okay, so my name is Julia Prokopenko. I'm working as a teacher at BFU, Kanta. And my specialization is entrepreneurship and idea generation in business. And that's the model that I will lead for international students when you will be here at Kaliningrad or we will work online. So the model will be about idea generation in business. We will learn how your creative mind is working when you're trying to solve problems in a business field, how it will work when we will face some creative problems like finding ideas for your marketing, for your product, and etc. Because as you know, business is always in need of new ideas for products, for marketing, for how to solve some economic problems, and not just by firing people, but in a more creative way. And that's exactly what I will teach you about. But specifically, it will be mostly about methods, how to systemize your idea generation, how to filter your ideas, how to make them more advanced, more interesting, how to think creatively, how to get free from your logic, inertia, like how to think not like usually and find the most interesting, creative, and productive ideas. So I'm really, really excited to work with the new students, and I hope we will soon meet in September, right?
Thank you, Julia. Thank you. I know that the rating of Julia's classes has always been very, very high. So congratulations and welcome to join our class. Thank you, Julia, for your introduction. And now I would like to give the floor to our partners and Laura Nieta, head of the ST's International Management University, Catholic University.
Yeah, I'm afraid Laura is not here today. I'm trying to reach her. So anyway, I was gonna share the presentation with her. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna start. So for those who don't know me, I'm Lucie Vasseur. I'm International Relations Coordinator at Espace Estis. I'm working closely with Laura. So I'm gonna start the presentation instead of her, and I hope she can join soon. So let me share my screen. Yep. Can you all see my screen? Is it working?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So the Bridge program, a really nice program that my colleagues already started to introduce. So as you know, it's a program done between our three universities, Immanuel Kant Baltic Federal University, Wenza Ursuline University of Languages, and Estis Espace. So 3 countries, Russia, Taiwan, and France, 3 cultures, 3 different languages for you to have an experience with a real intercultural team. If some of you are still wondering why study abroad, why doing this program, it's really because it gives you a lot of opportunity to learn differently in 3 different environments and culture, to give a specific color, let's say, to your curriculum by following courses in these 3 countries, and really personalize your curriculum, improve your language level, because you will be working in Russia, in Taiwan, and in France. So you will definitely have opportunities to improve, well, first your English, and maybe also to practice your Russian, Chinese, and French, depending on your nationality. As well, we really think that this Bridge program is a huge asset for your resume, your CV, and that you can really make it valuable to look for your job later, and especially to enrich your network, because you will be working with teachers, you'll be working with companies, you will be really in a specific environment that will help you to have more connections, and maybe to find your future company, your future employer, your future job. That's really a time for you, if you want to work, let's say, in an international context, to start creating some links and to have a broader network to start looking for a job later. So if we talk maybe a bit more about what's exactly the plan, let's say, it's 1 semester per country. So it's going to be starting in September to December 2021 in Kaliningrad, so in Russia. Then the second semester will be in Taiwan, in Kaohsiung, from late February to June 2022. And the last semester will be in Lille, in France, at Estis Espace. For our French students who are enrolled at Estis Espace, you will be doing your alternance, as our students are doing in second year, and international students from Taiwan and Russia will be doing one semester from September to December at our school. It's just this little difference here, but you will be spending at least one semester in each country, at least for these 2 years. So the first semester is in Russia. So for those who do not know where Kaliningrad is, it's located in the part of Russia that is between Poland and Lithuania. It's not in, let's say, in mainland Russia that we most usually know. It's really near the Baltic Sea, indeed the name of the university. And following this semester in Russia, you'll be awarded, as it's a three-parted diploma. The first part, let's say, of the diploma is the Master in Management and Economics, awarded by the Institute of Economics, Management and Tourism at Baltic Federal University. The second semester then is in Taiwan, in Kaohsiung. As you can see, it's located in the south of Taiwan, and so not near Taipei. So you will be spending then one semester, and you will get diploma, let's say, over master program of international business and administration in Kaohsiung. And last semester or last year is in France, so north of France, really close to Brussels and London and all capital city in Western Europe. And you will be studying at Estis and get a diploma called Master in Economics and Administration, Estis Specialty in Marketing and Purchase. So that will be your last semester in French. And for, as I said, for French students, your time to do your alternance and be working in a company and have courses. If you want to know more, what are the kind of courses you are going to follow?
Hello.
During the bridge program? Yes?
Yeah, I can actually jump in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, Laura. Thank you for joining.
At the very last minute, but I am here and I can explain to you the courses of the program and also how we are going to be working together for the application methods. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for organizing this event, Olga, and all your colleagues. So just to jump into the courses, what it is very, very unusual of this program is that we have three main pillars, let's say, where we can actually have all these business courses that are very different, because we have all the different approaches from our different universities and cultures. So you can find courses on business, marketing, human resources, project management. As you can see in the slide, we will divide our 2 years in different courses, like not only on business, as you can see in the slide, but also on other kind of courses involving more the intercultural and international aspects. So you will get also the chance to practice your English, of course, but the different languages that we learn and that we speak in these different countries. So Chinese, Russian, and also French. Regarding the third pillar would be all the professional aspects actually that are involved in this program, because we are not only about following courses, there is also practical side, and you will have the chance to get involved in different real projects with real companies, local companies from each country and from each region of the world. So to sum up a tiny bit, what you will find in this program, you can on the one hand find all courses related to business. On the other hand, all courses and practice of your intercultural skills and language skills. And the third one would be the professional, very professional approach that we have. So I just give you here some examples of the courses you will probably find, like conflict management, managing intercultural teams, digital marketing, leadership and management, but there are many others. And if you need to know more in detail what these courses are about or what other courses you will find, don't hesitate to let me know. I'll be very happy to give you more answers and to exchange with you about these courses. Regarding the international projects you will be able to work on, you can, as you can see here, there are also some modules and sub-courses that will be involving even other students in the world. For instance, in the part of Russia, we will be participating in what we call the X Culture project. That is a project where you will be able to work with other students from other countries in a virtual project. And it's really interesting because it actually you will be working for real cases on mainly on marketing, if I am not wrong, with other universities and other students. Also, you will have one-to-one learning opportunities. That means that you will have let's say, like, we will be following your path and supporting your learning process from the beginning in a very individual approach. You will also have, as we were saying in the previous slide, the chance to work with 4 local companies in the 3 different countries. All the aspects about the languages, of course, you will have Russian, Chinese, and French, but also we will try to organize as much as possible local visits. We will try to make you understand and meet the new culture you're gonna be spending at least 1 semester. Yeah, a chance to live on campus with local students, if possible. We hope, fingers crossed, that COVID will let us work as we usually do. And of course, this will be a unique addition to your CV because, as we were saying before, this master program is a perfect combination of these 3 skills and these 3 pillars: professional, international, and also academic, right? So just for you to know a tiny bit more about what we are going to be asking you, or what we will take into account for this very masters, what we will take into account to make the selection of students. At first place, we will be selecting from 3 to 10 students by university for this year. We will be also asking for bachelor's level minimum or equivalent studies level, because this is the whole master level, so it will be a compulsory requirement. And finally, we will also ask you to have a minimum level of English of B2 in the European level, which means that is an advanced level, intermediate advanced level, somewhere there. What is important for you to know as well regarding your letter and all the requirements that we're going to ask you to apply? Well, one thing that is really important is that you will have the regular tuition fees of your university, and we will be counting with a system of scholarships that will help you with the student mobility. So we will give you more details when the time comes, but you can be sure that you will get some kind of help from STS Espace and the Catholic University of Lille to be participating in this program and for the international mobility. The last aspect that I think it's quite important, especially because you will probably need to write a motivation letter to participate in this project. What are the things that we are going to look at and that are going to be important for us in order to select you? Well, I think that it's very important for you to know that we will, of course, be very careful about your motivation if you're really eager to participate in this adventure, because it's actually a big adventure, that you have some intercultural knowledge. But it's not only about having this intercultural knowledge, but also to have adaptability, to show proof of adaptability, that you can face different situations and you can be tolerant and you can adapt yourself, even if you wouldn't do things in the same way as your peer, as your colleague, that you understand and that you adapt yourself as well to the intercultural context, right? Also commitment. It's very important for us to know that students who are enrolled in this program are going to be dynamic and are going to be committed from the beginning to the end. So they will take advantage of this program and get all the learnings that they have to get all the way along, right? Last but not least, we will also check and we will require some proven business background. It means that it doesn't necessarily mean academic business background, but it can be also professional business background. However, as we know that sometimes it can be difficult to meet all these requirements, we will suggest what we call a summer course. From STS Espace, we will deliver some courses during the months of summer, so July and August. They will be online, and you will have the chance to have a professor or a coach that will help you with your questions and exchange about the different topics. And it will be basically 3 main courses as well, on marketing, business, economics, and finance, probably something else, human resources. We are not 100% sure about the program yet, but we will adapt ourselves to the needs of our students. And the goal is, again, to catch up in the business background. So we have a cohort that actually can interact and work together in a proper way. So I think that's basically all about or what I had to say for now about the courses and also about the application. But if you have any questions, Lucy and myself are available to answer your questions, to discuss about this program with you. I don't know if you have any questions, so we can move into the next section.
Yes, Laura. Yeah, we will leave the time for questions in the very end, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Lucy, for introducing the French part of the program. And I would like to just highlight the major 2 things. That first, preparatory courses, which are suggested by the Catholic University in France. Even if you don't have the economic or background or management background, but you would like to join our program, you may apply for the preparatory courses in the summertime, okay? And the second one, of course, great appreciation to the to STS for suggesting the scholarship. And scholarship is suggested to every bridge student. I mean, not only those who come from France, both to Russians and to Taiwanese students. Scholarship from France to support the students' mobility. Thank you very much, Laura, and thank you, Lucy. And I would like to go further to proceed with our session. The floor is given to Taiwan, to the Graduate Institute of International Business and Intercultural Management, and Professor Denise Yang. The floor is yours.
Okay, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Denise, And thank you, Laura. Thank you, Olga, very much for organizing this open door activity. And I want to say that Taiwan is a very safe place. We didn't suffer from pandemic very much. So we have to go to school every day, go to work every day. So I invite all my colleagues to come here together, stay in the same meeting room. So can you see all of us? Can you say hello? Harris is here. You know Harris? And the other is Francis. And she is a student. She is highly interested in this bridge program. And now I want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Denise, and I got a master's degree in the United States, and I got a doctorate degree from Australia. So we can see that our faculty members are highly global mobility. We have very international intercultural experience. And currently I'm the chairperson of the department. So it's a kind of babysitter to solve all the problems from students, from teachers, and it's also my job to assign duties to this faculty. You teach this, you teach that, you handle this, you handle that. So it's all my job. And when bridge students come to Taiwan, and last year I teach doing business with Taiwan. So I share with French students that how to do business in Taiwan, including economy, religion, employment, people in life. And the most interesting thing is I also invite the student to share how to doing business with friends. And from Abby, because she has some experience from England, so she shares some experience from UK. So it's kind of good intercultural communication, intercultural activity. Students can understand Taiwanese culture. And for myself, I can understand French culture and England culture. So it's a very good action. And I believe that both teachers and students learn a lot from this program. And now I will give turn to Harris.
Dear friends, how nice to hear from you. I'm happy, and in the some international economics, but teaching is not my major job in the bridge program. My is to host. That's to say, I'm the tour guide of the students. I will make my every efforts to let the students have one in Taiwan. I think it's very great, but perspective. And I invite interest in the programs. I will, if you have the opportunity to join the international program, when you come to Taiwan, we professors will make every effort to hosting you very well here. Because in Chinese campus, we from in fact, I envy the students. I hope I can be very young. I think the opportunity is very wonderful for these students because countries we do not only to prepare the courses to finding companies for intern, we also let you life full of intercultural experience. Welcome, all of you. Okay, you can see these pictures. When you come to Taiwan in the first week, I will invite to see some very attractive sightseeing in Kaohsiung. In the you can see the very famous, the Dragon and Tiger Tower. And I think the students are very happy to go there. You can see their happiness from their pictures. Yes. The next one, very famous Confucius temples in Kaohsiung too. Actually, my job here is to let the students have the information and the time to arrange their visit in Kaohsiung. But I think the students are very smart enough. After 2 or 3 weeks later, they will find any opportunities to travel Kaohsiung. So I think the programs is very wonderful for these international students, not only for having wonderful international cultural experience, but also have a unforgettable experience in life. Yes, so what I think the program is very, very great.
Hi, hello everybody. Hi, thank you, Harris. My name is Francis Su, and I'm new addition to the team. Last year, Denise asked me to teach a class. That's corporate social responsibility, or what we call the CSR. I really had a wonderful time, and in the class we discussed about corporate governance and the importance of board of directors, and we also discussed stakeholders, who are they and why are they important to the companies. And then we went on to talk about consumers protections and also business ethics. And then we move on to talk about environmental protections, which is my favorite subject, which is very important to I think to everybody and the companies in nowadays. And last but not least, diversity. The students' performance exceeded my expectations, and I really have a great times. And unfortunately, it's a shame that we have this COVID-19, and our students couldn't go to France and Russia to study. But hopefully, everything will get better, and I'm looking forward to next year. Thank you. And I'm going to hand over to Philip, who's going to talk about on-site project. I'm sure it's going to be very interesting.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Dr. Philip Tsai. I'm the professor of this department. And before becoming a professor, I was a practitioner, which means I work for a multinational corporation more than 25 years. And some of them, such as the senior manager of human resources and community relations in China American Petrochemical Company. And store general manager in Macro. Macro is a Dutch company, and it's a wholesale business, okay? And I was, when I was a doctor program student, through the student exchange program, I stayed in EM Lyon medicine school for 2 semesters. Okay, next. Dennis? Okay, in bridge program, I teach strategy and organizational culture, and also do some part job of on-site project. And last 2 years, I took students go to a BAMPAC Technology Corporation for internship. Okay, and this company is belong to semiconductor industry. Semiconductor industry is a very key part of IT industry. Okay, and the boss of this company very support the bridge program. He not only provide the internship opportunity, also he like to share his entrepreneurial experience to students. And this boss is also very generous. He provide a meal or lunchbox to students, and also provide transportation service from the campus to his company. Okay, and let me use the video to share with you the Untitled Technology Corporation. And this video is jointly produced by Taiwanese student and a French student. French student, I see the Abby and Marion and Louis. Right now you're on the line, right? Dennis, please show this video.
Untitled Technology Corporation is a company that manufactures semiconductors. The company has an excellent ability to quickly satisfy the customer's orders within 48 hours. To do so, here are the steps that will help you to understand our process at Untitled. Firstly, after receiving the customer's orders and the wafer, Untitled will fill out the customer's information into our computers. Once this information has been translated, it is sent to a laser who will cut the back of the wafer into chips. Then, the matrices will be linked together. To do this, a vacuum pen is used to remove the dies from the wafer. Using a desktop distribution robot, the glue is applied onto the dies and the cutting pads to stick them together. Once all the dies have been glued on, everything will be baked for 30 minutes to solidify. Once everything is dry, a gold wire is used to make the interconnection between the matrix and the matrix terminal. Finally, a molding is made of the dies using plastic and adhesives to mechanically and ecologically protect the device from the external environment, such as light, heat, humidity, and dust. Once all the steps have been completed and the dies have cooled down, they are ready to be sent to the customer. For this purpose, Untitled uses air freight parcels, FedEx or UPS, to develop its products and its customers in a more efficient and safe way.
Olga, so let's all for our part.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Denise, and thank you all your colleagues. And yeah, we are very much looking forward to resuming this, both parts, of course, the bridge program, but I know how happy students were when they returned from Taiwan, for all the hospitality they enjoyed, for all the cultural events and everything that they really enjoyed there. So I would really like to probably a little bit change the agenda and just to give the floor to the students, because it's very kind of logical to give the floor to them in order for them to share their experience of what they actually have to share and to say about how they studied and what they learned, the highlights of their experience. And then after the students, I will give the floor to the enrollment committee, which is going to be a more official part of how to apply to the program, okay? So, as you see in the studio in the Immanuel Kant University, Baltic Federal University, there is Julia Gritsuk. Julia, can you share a few impressions of your experience in Bridge? And then I will give the floor to the French students, Abby, Lucie, and others.
Sure, Olga. Actually, it's overall a great experience of international communication. It's like deep and dive into the environment, into the completely different cultural environment. from the Taiwan, it's for me, the special highlight was Chinese language, because otherwise I would never try even to to learn the Chinese, but it's just great. And then from France, I was completely astonished by the way how they treat their business questions, like from the very professional point of view, which I've never experienced in my life. And overall, the cities like Kaohsiung, it's a real Asian cities with all the night markets, with the crazy traffic and with the ocean. It's like tourism, but the real tourism, you know, when you are doing something important for you and you're enjoying the environment around you. And Lille, it's a very beautiful French city, like the most French city I can name, because it's altogether old city and it's a modern city, and the university itself is very classical and again very modern in their approaches. And it was a really life-changing experience for me to participate in this program, and I highly recommend everyone to take part.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much. It's so moving, so warm and moving to all of us to hear such nice things. Thanks a lot. Okay, we are having here the graduates from the program from France. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. So I had an amazing year. Unfortunately, it was a bit cut by the COVID, but still we had an amazing year. We were able to go to Russia and to Taiwan to be able to discover how teaching over there is very much different than in France, how people work, how to communicate with people, and learning both Russian and Chinese was an amazing experience. I know Marion, she had to leave, but she shares my point of view and she adored meeting all of you, and we both really, really enjoyed our experience over there. And we both really want to come back because the program has changed a little bit and we both really want to enroll again. So yeah, we had an amazing experience. So
come back, Abby, to have the 3 diploma.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Very warming. We enjoyed your company so much while here in Kaliningrad. Okay, anyone else from France?
Yeah, I would like to say some few words as well. As Abby said, I think it's an amazing experience that you will have the chance to go for a whole semester in Kaliningrad and a whole semester in Taiwan, because these 2 places worth to stay like for longer than just 2 months. It's a very challenging opportunities, but it's so nice for your CV. It will make it like different from the rest of the people and attract like businesses and employers in the future. I really like this experience. Like it brings you, like it enhances like your vision of the world, and you have like a more global vision. So for the future, to understand like multinational global businesses, it's like, yeah, it's very nice for that. And a personal point of view, it's also amazing like to see how the world is diverse. I mean, we all know it is, but when you experience it, it's really different. And on a personal point of view, it's just amazing. Yeah, to experience cultural shock and see how people are studying abroad and how they live, the different cultures, different food, climate as well. So yeah, it's an amazing experience and I don't regret any of this. It was amazing.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you so much. We also enjoyed your company and enjoyed your contribution to the Bridge program. Thanks a lot. More people over there from France? No?
Yeah.
No, that's it. Okay, great. Great. Thanks a lot. I think it was a great, volume of ideas, both presented by teachers, professors, experts, students, and you can see how rich the program is and how much it offers and how much it expects from you, from all the participants. So we just keep our fingers crossed that it will happen and the pandemic, ends and we will start it over from September on a very new cycle with 1 semester in each country and with students having 3 diplomas. Amazing. I also envy the students. Great. I think that the last part of our session would be more formal, and especially for those who apply to study in BFU here in Kaliningrad. I will give the floor to Ekaterina Shilova from the enrollment committee, and then I will open the floor for questions, okay? Please, if you have questions, you can write them down in the chat area, and you will be able to voice them after the presentation from the enrollment committee, okay? So Ekaterina, you're welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Olga. Good morning and good afternoon to all of the colleagues and all of the viewers of our today's webinar. My name is Ekaterina Shilova, and I'm the specialist for international students recruitment of the enrollment committee of the IKBFU. Today, I will shortly tell you about the admission process to this specific master degree program. This year, admission process consists of 2 parts, one of which is application process, and the second one is selection process. So first of all, you need to file your application. You can see in this slide the time frame to submit your application, which should include your travel passport, scan of your travel passport, your educational certificate, which is bachelor or specialist degree diploma with a diploma supplement or academic transcript. It depends on the country where you received your educational diploma. And also notarized translation into Russian language of your travel passport and of your educational certificate, educational diploma. This whole set of documents should be submitted until July 23 if you're planning to join this master degree program in September 2021. Admission process begins on June 18. So starting from June 18, you will be able to file your set of documents. It will be available on our website. We have an electronic system of application form where you will be able to register officially and attach all of your documents. I highly recommend you to contact me beforehand. I will show you my contact details a bit later in order to make sure that you have all of the documents required at hand and prepared to submit them on time. So after you have submitted your application, you need to make sure that your documents have been checked and seen by the international committee and they have been accepted, because there may be some, for example, you could have made some mistakes in your registration form. So because of that, your application can be returned for you for further correction. There is no problem at all. Most of the candidates experience this kind of mistakes. You can just make them by accident. So please make sure to check once in a while the status of your application form. And once it is officially accepted, then you can be sure that you can proceed to the next stage, which is selection process. Could you please change the slide? Thank you. So this year, the selection process consists of portfolio only. There is no need to pass any entrance examinations in order to enter a master degree program at our university this year. Your portfolio can include several elements, but only one of them is essential, which is motivational essay. All of the candidates are required to write a motivational essay where it is required to cover the reasons why you have chosen this management master degree program specifically, why you have chosen our university specifically. Maybe you can cover your previous educational experience or work experience if you have such, and just mainly tell about yourself in general. You can also add to your portfolio any certificates of achievement that you have acquired during your previous studies, and other achievements in academic field in general, which should be connected to your future study field, of course. So these elements can add additional points to your portfolio. And of course, you should have at least B2 English level proficiency, and to make sure that you are eligible for this study program, you may be invited for an online interview with the representatives of the university. So, as I said, you're required to file your application form until July 23, and then to file your portfolios, the time frame is starting from July 24 until August 6. In this time frame, you're supposed to submit your portfolio. So basically, the selection process this year will be held completely online. It is not required for you to travel anywhere to apply to our university. Once you have been approved, you will be offered to sign a contract with our university, and then if the epidemiological situation allows us to, we will be able to prepare a visa invitation for you in order to come to study in Russia. Next one, please. Thank you. So if you have any questions regarding the application process right now, I will be happy to answer them, to consult you, or if you have any questions later or any doubts regarding the admission campaign, I will be also happy to consult you, to help you and to guide you through the whole process. Please make sure to take a screenshot of this slide in order to contact me by phone or by messenger or by email address. Thank you.
Thank you, Ekaterina. Thank you for such a clear picture of how to apply and to study in our university. I can see from the list of participants that we are also having the Anshan Pedagogical University from China with us, and probably some other international students who would like to apply to study in BFU. So please do not hesitate to contact Ekaterina if you have any questions. If you would like to ask anything, to clarify anything right now, you're welcome to do so. We still have just a few minutes to probably discuss the questions. But I don't see any questions in the chat area. Do I? No, I don't see them. Okay, so I open the question time. Any questions from the potential students, from those who are interested to apply to study in BFU, to study in the bridge program? Welcome.
Yes, I would like to ask a question regarding the application in France. So first of all, I will thank all the professors and the students to share all their experience regarding the bridge program. It was really interesting, and I think it motivates every student to apply, definitely. So I've noticed that we have to furnish a cover letter, a curriculum vitae, and also transcripts of records, I think. Do we have to furnish something else, or is it okay?
Regarding our application, that's enough for the moment. We also ask you to complete the budget, the provisional budget, just for you to have an idea about how everything is going to go from a financial point of view. In any case, if you have any other questions, you can always contact me. And after that, we will study all the different applications we'll get, and we'll definitely have an interview together. So it's not only about the application as we did with the study abroad period. For this master's, we will get also the chance to have a chat with you and discuss about your motivations as well.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem.
More questions?
Yes, can you hear me?
Sure, yeah.
I have a question, especially for Laura Nieto. I'm really interested in this program and in going abroad next year. But am I able to apply for an Erasmus semester in an Estes partner university and for the Erasmus program?
Okay.
Is this possible?
You can apply for several programs.
Yeah.
And you can use the same application in your choices document that you have. In the choice document, you can select the different options you're aiming to apply for, and then we'll study your application. We'll give you feedback on that. But you can, of course, select several programs. It's not only for study abroad programs or for the masters. You can actually mix both in the same application.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay. There is a question from the School of International Education in Ashan. How much does this program cost? As you know, we actually probably mentioned it in our presentations that you pay the university you study. For example, if you come to study in BFU, and you come from China to study in BFU, you pay the tuition that BFU requires. I'm not sure whether we can tell now what the tuition is, Ekaterina?
Yes, the tuition fee is approximately $2,500 for 1 year.
Okay. So you pay the tuition to the local university, okay? The first semester, then the second semester you go, for example, to Taiwan, but you still pay to the local university, not to the Taiwanese university. So 3 semesters abroad, but you pay 3 semesters to the local university. Okay? Welcome from Anshan. Welcome from China to study in Russia and to join the bridge program, which would be even more enriching because it will add the diversity of the program, as we say, right? More people from different cultures, more enriching the program is. Okay. I don't see any questions so far, but I'm sure questions will arise as soon as we come closer to the time of application, or probably you're now spreading the word, you know, among your friends and colleagues, and there will be more questions. Please do not hesitate to use this video recording with all the addresses, contacts from France, Taiwan, and Russia to clarify about this program and to come and join us. Thank you to all the participants, all the interested people who come to participate, to all the professors and students from our partnering universities, from BFU, who come to share and to explain more and to welcome to the program. Thank you so much. And just let's keep our fingers crossed that the program will start in September. Let's applaud virtually to everyone in order to, you know, to say thank you to all of us. Thanks again.
Thank you, dear colleagues. Have a good day. It was a pleasure to see you all today.
Thank you. The same here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.